Hello and welcome back to Space Rangers 2 HD Aurora Part. So, where we left off last time, I had just purchased a whole schwack of luxuries and medical supplies. I've got a cargo hold full of very valuable stuff now, and I want to find some place I can sell it for a profit. And I told you I would show you the best tool that you have in your arsenal for running trade, and that is the Information Center. So I go into the Information Center, and the first thing it has here is news. So, for example, here, due to a sharp increase in living systems in the Vita Patronus system, the luxury market has grown considerably. Palomeo has become a transshipment base for merchants of luxury goods. And so right off the bat there, I found a spot that I could potentially go and trade my luxuries at. So I'm going to add that. You click on the little eye there and it puts it in your information section. And then it also gives you the date that it happened. So that news report came out yesterday. It's only one day out of date, which is pretty darn good. And then a truly incredible harvest has been reaped on the planet Hina. Now, that basically means that food prices are really, really cheap. But equipment is expensive. So if I were to get a whole bunch of equipment, bring it there, I'd be able to sell it for a good profit. It tells me about a Dominator attack that was repulsed. The Coalition beat up a system that had been attacked by pirates. They managed to retake a system that had been taken over by pirates. And another suggestion about tech trading. And rumors of an ancient city have been discovered on the planet Zaha in the Shiat system. So this is old news though. This is almost a month out of date. The further down you go, the older the news gets. But this would have been a good place to go and buy luxuries. But the other thing you can do too, I'm actually just going to exit out of that for half a second and see if I have access to that system. I do. So I'm going to run down there real quick and unload these luxuries of mine. And you see, now I have to repair my hull as well. I actually need to repair my whole bloody ship, because running my afterburner like that trashed my engine. You can see how low its health bar is now. So I'm going to do full repairs. It's going to cost me $1,000, and this is with a really, really basic ship. Like, there's not a whole heck of a lot going on here. So you can imagine, because everything's a percentage of the value of the items, so you can imagine how expensive this could get if, like, once you actually have good equipment that costs a lot of money. But now my hull's all repaired, my engine's repaired, all is right with the world. So pop down to Via Patronus here. Go to Paleomeo. Ooh, ouch, I just got hit by an asteroid. It did a little bit of damage to me. The asteroids just sort of follow paths through the through the solar systems, and if you happen to cross paths with one, it stings. So now I want the planet Pali whatever. There it is. Another night. Oh, this planet. This has a pirate base too. So this has the potential to be a dangerous system to be operating in. It hasn't been taken over by pirates, but they're definitely present in the system, and you can actually see. Oh, never mind. I got to the planet too quick. I'll show you when I take off. But now I'm going to go down to the trade center, and so see, I purchased these for 161. I'm selling them for 243, which is a heck of a deal. So we're going to do that. Now we're up to 20,000, and so this is pure profit now. I've made my money back from the initial trading already with a bit of profit. So now wherever I can find to sell these medical supplies is just straight up money in the bank. Now, unfortunately here there isn't much to buy. I could buy weapons, but again, yeah, bad idea. So what I'm going to do is, now that that information is kind of out of date, I'm going to do an information center. Go back here, see if there's any new news. The Tafuzi system weapons are expensive there because it's turned into an anarchy. Here is an interesting message where they're saying that the military is planning an attack to retake a system. So they're planning an attack from the Rex system there, and planning to attack the Hamal system. And other than that, tech boom in the Shiat system. That might be worth checking out. But what other thing I need to do is go in here. Now this is the search engine. Anytime you want to search, it costs you 3 credits, but really that's nothing. But it's an extremely powerful search engine. You can search for anything. You can search for individual people, weapons, hulls, different bits of equipment, systems, planets, all that sort of stuff. But I'm interested in goods, and I'm interested in seeing if I can find more cheap luxuries. So you can set a max distance. I'm not going to bother with that. Actually, maybe I am. I'll set a max distance of 50, because that's at least going to keep it relatively in my sector, or in the sectors that I have access to. I want my maximum sale price, so the price that they'll sell to me at, to be 180. And just to filter out the space stations, because, I mean, space stations, if you happen to be landing on one anyhow, it's worthwhile to pick up the resources, but I'm definitely not going to go hunting for them. So I want a minimum of 20. Okay, and so now you see here we've got some options. Lots of stuff in the tourist system that is selling it for dirt cheap, so yep, back to tourists there. So I'm going to add that information. I'm just going to ignore that tech for now, because if you can get good luxury trading going, you are, like, that's how you make really, really good money. Now, just going to take a quick look here, see what they're at for fuel tanks. That's a really big fuel tank that I don't want. Repair my hull, because I took that meteor hit. Refuel, and take off. Anyhow, on the edge of the screen here you can see there is this particular type of ship. Now this is a Gaul military ship, and it'll automatically engage things like pirates. They patrol the system, they defend it from dominators, all that sort of stuff. They can get outclassed quite easily. I mean, I wouldn't want to take it on right now, but a coordinated dominator or pirate attack, it'll tear through these things pretty quick. But they can be really, really handy if you're getting attacked by a pirate. You call for help from one of the military ships, and they're almost guaranteed to come and help you out, and definitely get the pirate off your back, because they're gonna be turning out a lot more damage than you, and get the pirate much more concerned about dealing with them than trying to take your stuff. But anyhow, we're gonna pop back to tourists here. Don't know why it keeps pausing on me there, but... Oh, here. I need help. This evil Rogazub is an offense against my people's sacred relics. So he's asking for help against a pirate. So let's take a look. There he is there. A Ranger Thug. He's faster than me. I can tell just kind of right off the bat, even though I can't even scan him, that he's going to be significantly more than I can handle. So I'm just going to ignore that and keep flying. He's got a military ship there that'll help him out, so should be okay. So now, where was the cheapest ones? I mean, I guess Rohal and Kilatora. There's Kilatoro. Where's Rohal at? Nope. So I guess we'll go to Kilatoro first, because it is close handy by. See if I get attacked by pirates again. I might just pay them off this time, because I have the money. And oh, what do we have here? Food, but there's almost 50 units of it, which is too big for my gripper to handle. Oh, and this is what I mean. Somebody came and bought up all of their luxuries already. So they were selling really, really cheap, but somebody came in ahead of me and got them all. I'm just going to get rid of these to free up the space in my... More gigantic fuel tanks. And now we'll see if we have better luck at Rohol. More pirates fighting there. Generally speaking, if you can just sort of avoid those fights, you're better off. Aha, here, however, I can buy the luxuries. So, buy as many of those as I can, fill up the hull. I'm down to 5,000 credits left. Another big fuel tank that I don't want to try and cram into my ship. So... Oh, and it looks like there was another system that got taken over by Dominators. So I can get rid of that now. And that business center is completely out of date by now, so there's very little point in keeping it around. So now I'm going to go back into goods, keep luxuries selected. I don't care about the amount anymore. But I want them to be buying it from me for, we'll say, 240. And Sector Riget, System Arrakis, they will buy it from me for 245. They'll buy it from me for 246. They'll buy it for 245, but that symbol there means that's the pirate symbol, so it's under control of the pirates. More pirates, more pirates, more pirates. Okay, which one's closest? I can't get to the Arrakis one, apparently, because it's in Reget sector. So it's down there. Murgaz, the human one. I suspect it's probably in that system. Tufai. There we go. So we'll go for that. We'll aim for this planet Grunwald to sell our batch of luxuries at. And with that, we will take off again. Gonna just pop by the business center, see, because they're on my way. Still looking for that better fuel tank. I could search for one, but I'm doing so much jumping around and traveling anyhow. It's just generally speaking, worthwhile to, well, it's not really worthwhile to make a special trip to go and track one down, so. Because anytime you're not trading, you're not making money. Oh, and there's luxuries here. Well, hey, found money. No sentient life. There we go. Now, interesting thing with, I'm going to go land on a Malok planet here, and one of the interesting things about them is they oftentimes actually have luxuries outlawed. There's lots of pirates in this system too. So yeah, they're an industrial democracy. They don't like me very much. Okay, so my relationship here is poor, so that means I'm not allowed to visit the equipment store, the trade center, or the information center. I can, however, go into the government and basically bribe them. If I give 1,257 credits, they'll like me. And I think just because of the position of this planet right here... Oh, that's a Dominator-controlled system. That's a Dominator-controlled system. I can't reach Tufi. Okay, so maybe I'll be... Yeah, I kind of need these guys to like me. So let's improve my relationship with them. And so some of the speech in this is fantastic. Have no doubt your generous contribution will go towards building retirement communities and children's playground, after a deduction for immediate military necessities, of course. But now I do want to go to the equipment store, see if I can get... Nope, still junk for engines. Or for fuel tanks. Okay. And you see here, I could sell it for a decent price, but luxuries are banned on the Malok planets. So, generally speaking, I just spent $1,000 to make them happy with me. I don't really want to. You know what? This is cheap. It's only 380. I'll find a better one quick. But for now, swap it out. See if I can make a further jump now. Still can't quite reach, but I can reach the Atlas system, and from there I should be able to reach Tusfei. Was hoping that I'd be able to make that jump without having to go through any Dominator systems, because, well, Dominator systems are just not much fun at this stage of the game. And we keep flying, keep flying, keep flying. Hop back and land on Epithec. Oh, we got pirates in here now, too. I mean, they just start... Sometimes it doesn't take them too long to really start kind of showing up everywhere. Not what I want to do. Just check this out. 32, 44 space, 25, 30 space. Because the other thing too is now that I have a bit of extra fuel, I can actually make a second jump before I have to refuel. Not really enough to make it worthwhile, and just for the sake of not having to deal with Maylock equipment, I'm going to buy that. So now at least I can use my engine to its full efficiency. Let's do a quick check of the news here. Minerals are cheap, which is completely worthless. Hey, no pirates in the Tuzfi system. And the Altair system keeps... Oh, so the Altair system was controlled by pirates, got taken over by dominators. They must be having a very bad day. Oh, and I'm gonna have to make a second jump. Jump up to Beltrix and then to Tuzfi. Let me... You can plan out your route here, too. Okay. This is turning into quite the odyssey. I wonder, is there anywhere closer by that... I don't think I have access to the Hisha system. No, I don't. Yeah, looks like... Tuzfi is my best bet. You sure don't make it easy to get there, though. Up to Beltrix. Oh, somebody got arrested. So 3 months in prison for him, because he was transporting drugs. Just a quick fueling stop. Now we really cross our fingers. I can reach Tuzfi. Yay! Bounce around half the galaxy. And watch, by the time I get there, somebody else will have flooded the market. Just because that's how my luck works. I'm almost out of here. Yeah, I'm as good as escaped, so... And for some reason he decided not to actually follow through and attack me. There it is. The objective of my quest. And that there is a human military ship. That's one of their battleships. Looks like he's fighting somebody. $243, purchased for $171. Yay! So that was another 10,000. Gonna put a cut in here and decide what I want to do about recording the rest of this trading shenanigans. Yeah, gonna need to think about how I want to approach that. Again, if anybody has any ideas or suggestions, please feel free to tell me. I'd love to hear it. But for now, we're going to call it a session. Cheers. Have a good one.